Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. My name is Tiana, and to my returning subscribers, thank you for always watching my videos. So in today's video, I will be coiling this wavy hair. It's a frontal wig. So the first thing is to try and place the wig on a mannequin. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I'm not a professional or a hairstylist, so you guys should bear with me. So the next thing I'll be doing is to detangle the hair with a brush and a blow dryer. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm blow drying the hair while brushing it. So the next thing is to use my heat spray. This is to protect the hair from the heat from the straightener or coiler. So the next thing is to use my serum. At every stage, when you use a product, you need to blow dry it. So after the heat spray, I blow dried the hair, and then the same thing I'm going to do after applying this serum. Next, I will be parting the hair to the style I want. If it's a C-cut, a side part, or center, whatever you want, this is the time to do it, so that when you start coiling the hair, you coil the hair in that direction of how you styled or how you parted your hair. So when you're done parting the hair, then you can now start coiling the hair. So right now I am packing the hair upwards so that I can start from the last layer. I also use a pin to pin down the back so the hair doesn't move while I'm coiling the hair. So you pick up your coiler, make sure it's already hot before you start, and then you pick the hair, and you get to the middle, you flip over to the left, you release the coiler to release the hair, and then you pull it down. As you're pulling down, the hair is reducing, so it keeps reducing until you get to the last one, and then you roll it up to where you want your coils to start from, and then you wait for a while. When you start seeing smoke coming out of the coiler, then you can now release the hair. Please do not stay too long. So what I'm doing here is I want my coils to last longer, so I'm pinning it down. So after pinning it down, when I'm done with all the hair, I will leave it out to dry. You can also leave it under the sun, so that way it dries very well. So you leave your clips on the wig till you're ready to use the hair. So by the time you'll be removing the clips, your curls are tight, and then it lasts longer. So let us continue the gist from my last video. If you're yet to watch my last video, you need to go and watch it so you would understand the gist. So we got to India, and my sister was admitted in the hospital for a few days, and we were asked to go and book a hotel, and then she will be coming to the hospital twice in a week for dialysis. Either twice in a week or once in a week. I really cannot remember. So we booked a hotel. As I said in my previous video, we booked a more expensive hotel at first, and then after a while we noticed we were going to stay longer, so we decided to go look for a cheaper hotel, just to manage. So at the second hotel, it was more, in fact everyone there were Africans, but mostly Nigerians, and we all came for medicals. So we decided to have a prayer session, I think twice in a week or once a week, I cannot remember. So we come together and we pray while still going for our treatments. Everyone, they came for different treatments. Some were there, mostly cancer, and then one person hip adjustment, and the other one IVF, different treatments. But we were all Africans from different African countries: Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Cameroon, Nigerian, and all that. And I made a lot of friends. And I also forgot to mention the hospitals in India are very, very good, well equipped. The doctors and nurses are very intelligent and very professional. They know what they're doing. They treated us well, And then I noticed something, when I said when my sister was in Lut, when she's going for dialysis, that when they're trying to connect the pipes and the catheter and all that, she's always shouting. In fact, I think she was always crying throughout the whole process of the dialysis. She was constantly in pain throughout the dialysis. She was always crying, but in India, my sister will sleep throughout. Like, when they're connecting the pipes, she'll be awake. I'll be looking at her, no pain, nothing. And then when the machine starts, she's just there. Before you know it, she sleeps off, or probably she's just there and just looking, and it's not painful at all. And we are even allowed to come in. As I come in, I sit beside her, while the thing is going. I could see the way they are doing it. I'm just trying to compare what happened there and what happened at Lut. I could see what they are doing. At Lut, you cannot enter that place at all. You don't even know what is. The only thing I'll be hearing is her voice while she's crying and shouting. But in India, it was a different thing entirely. You are allowed to enter there. There are other patients to go into dialysis. So you go and sit down on your own machine. They will connect you. I could see everything. Me, that is her sister, I come in there, I see everything. All the things she needs, like all the things they need for dialysis, the hospital will provide it. You already made payment for all that. And I do not have to start going to make payments. The way I will go, I'm going to make payments. I'll run and carry the things. And they're always very heavy. There's one liquid thing. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember anymore. Very heavy. I'll buy like 2 kegs and I'll keep carrying it from a very long distance every time she's going for dialysis. But in India, it was a different ball game. Sometimes I might even leave her. I'll go back to the hotel, probably do whatever I want to do, and then come back when she's done, to take her back home. The doctors and nurses in India are very nice, very professional. The nurses, they will take care of you compared to those nurses in Lut. They don't care, and they're very wicked. And if you see them, they're so pretty. There's this one that's so pretty. I'm like, what, how can somebody be this pretty and then wicked? They don't care. They'll just sit down on their decks. The only thing they are there for is to ask you questions. Probably if somebody comes in and asks, okay, who are you looking for? Or they are there to administer your drugs to you, or to give you your drugs. And what else? And then to share food. When they bring food, they will share food to the patients. That's all. They don't take care of any patient. They don't. This woman that was very beside my sister's bed in Lut, she was in pain throughout. I was wondering, how can somebody be in so much pain continuously? Like, you be hearing her crying, shouting, hey, whoa, and all that. As in, I know that in her mind, she will be praying for death. It was only her husband that was always coming to look after her or to come see her. And I always pitied the man. But until one day I came and I heard that the woman died. God, I felt so bad. And then people started dying in that ward. Before you know, my sister was saying, that other woman has died. That other this, and my sister was not getting better. In fact, I think she even got worse because she emaciated. She was so lean. Someone that was chubby, fine, light skin. She became lean, dark, and everything. In fact, her eyes went in. She looked like a different person entirely. That was when we decided, no, we need to fly out to India. So I've gotten to the frontal part. So I'm taking the hair bit by bit to flatten it. I use my hair wax first, and then use the hand dryer to blow dry it and make it flat. So you open the coiler, put the hair in between, and then when you get to the middle, you roll it over and flip the hair to the left. And then you open the coiler again, you release the hair, drag it down a bit, and then you coil it again, and you roll it again, flip the remaining hair in your hand to the left. So you keep doing that till you get to the end of the hair, and then you allow it to get hot a bit before you release it, and then use your clip to hold the coils together. So while she's still getting prepped for surgery, she continued going for dialysis. So one fateful day, she had toothache. It was really serious. So we had to go look for a dentist. And on getting there, the dentist said they were going to remove the tooth. So I sat down, just outside the office waiting. And then I saw a pile of books. And I saw this requiring book, The Purpose-Driven Life. What on earth am I here for? So I picked the book and I was just like flipping through it, trying to go through it while I wait for her. So when the dentist finished now, the man saw me looking at the book and was like, I can take the book if I want and, go read it and all that. So she finished and then we left. So I tried reading the book, but I didn't read it well. I think I read just a few chapters, but I didn't finish it. And at that time, I was not really getting the message from that book. So one of the things I also did was I joined the gym. So I also made some Indian friends at the gym. So it was fun. I know I've been saying my stay was fun and all that. It was not all fun. In fact, we had more bad days than good days. So I actually went for medical. I actually went to take care of someone. So it was not really fun for me. But what would I do? So we continued until one fateful midnight. I think it was around 1 a.m. or so, or 2. I can't remember again. My sister just started, we were sleeping and she just started calling my name. Ugo. I was like, what's wrong? Ugo. She cannot breathe. You cannot breathe. Yes, she's finding it difficult to breathe. You really cannot know someone's pain until you feel it. I was like, how can someone, if you cannot breathe, you will be dead now. So, but at that point, she was alive, but she said she could not breathe. And I was wondering, God, she might really be in so much pain. And it was later, everything was coming back to my head. I was like, she must have really been in so much pain. Because how can you not breathe and still be alive? So immediately I called the ambulance. Because that's one good thing about that place. You can call the hospital ambulance and they will come immediately and come and pick you. They will ask you for your patient number or something, and then they will know that you are their patient, and then they will come and pick you. So immediately now they came that morning, and then I took my sister, and then we went to the hospital. And next thing they said they were going to take her to the ICU. I was like, is it that serious? So I was supposed to you will make payments before they can take her to the ICU. So as I was trying to make the payment now, calling trying to get the money from the ATM and to go and make the payment, all I could hear was Ugo. I was just saying, calling my name. She kept on calling my name. And I was responding from where I was. I'm coming now. If I don't make the payment, it won't be able to take you and all that. I'm coming. That I'm coming. No, I did not see my sister again. And then when I finally got upstairs to where she was, they've already connected pipes and according to them, she was in coma. And I was like, how can she be in coma? Somebody that was talking to me and looking at me, and then now she's in coma. They've connected pipes and all that. Have you ever seen somebody in coma? They will just be there and then pipes in her mouth and everything and all that. I was like, I was looking at her like this. I said, okay. I called my family members, told them what was going on, and I went back because you cannot stay there. We will tell you to go back, but always come back once in a while to check. So the friends I made in the hotel, there's one woman, one of my friends, the mother, told her, she told me that, okay, let's go and call the priest. Let them come and pray for her because I'm a Catholic. So we went to call their Indian priest. He came, gave her Holy Communion, and then prayed for her. And then I was just in the hospital. I went back to the hotel to go and shower because I've not showered for, I think, 2 days. So I went back to the hotel to shower. And then I was just there and they called me and said, hi, is this Christiana? I said, yes. Please, you need to come to the hospital. I said, okay, I'm coming. So on getting to the hospital, so they were like, they'll be giving me more, how many more hours? Is that 3 more hours or 1 more hour? I can't remember. And then they will unplug the machine. I was like, I don't understand. He said she can't make it. She won't make it or something. That they will unplug the machine after a few hours. I say, what did you say? They said, yes. So at that point, I didn't even know what to do. I started crying. I started wailing. In fact, the whole hospital heard my voice. I rolled. As the African girl I was now, I started on the floor, started crying, shouting. I called my brother because my brother is the doctor. I called him and I was telling him, I was crying, everyone, I was shouting. The whole hospital were just looking at me. The woman that followed me was there holding me. Sorry guys, I really don't like talking about this, but I just had to. So at this point, I stood up while I was still crying. I went to her bed and I was calling her name because somebody that was with me. No. As in, how did it happen? I was shaking her to see if she would wake up and all that, but she did not wake up. She was just still lifeless. I was still crying, shouting everywhere. So finally now, it dawned on me, and I had to go back to the hotel. It was still like a dream. I was like, I was looking around the room, so I'm going to sleep alone on this bed tonight. And then I opened the fridge, all the food she cooked. Who is going to eat all this food? And then I remembered those times I would lock myself in the bathroom, to cry. I'll be crying silently because I don't want her to hear, because I was tired, the whole stress, everything she's going through and all that. I will be crying, asking God to, put an end to everything let's go back to Nigeria. So at that point, I said, God, I don't want to go back to Nigeria. I just want my sister back. That's why I keep saying, I was like, maybe it's because of my tears. That's why she died. I should have just kept quiet and all that. So I started packing all our bags. I packed my bag, packed hers, packed the things she bought for her kids. There were so many. And then I made arrangement for our cops to, for them to fly it back to Nigeria. I don't know if I want to continue the gist because it's becoming too long, and I don't know if you guys are tired. I know that it was because of the book all this story started, but I'm still going to come to the book. So I don't know if you guys still want to continue hearing the gist, or I should just move to the book. So let me know if you want to continue the gist, if you want me to continue the gist, or I should move to the book. So I packed up everything, and then all the food I gave all the food out to our friends, and then I left alone. I came with my sister, but I'm leaving alone. Anyways, I almost missed my flight that day because I was carrying too many luggages and all that. Plus, I cried at the airport as I was missing my flight. Everything was just somehow, They told me I'm going to pay for extra luggage and all that. And I told them that this load is for someone that I came with and she died. So I have to take back the load. They said I still have to pay. So I called the agent because we had to use an agent when we were coming, because it's not easy for you to just come to a country without you having someone to help. So I called the guy. The guy was like, okay, you know what? You have the money for the surgery with you now. We take money from there and pay and then go, because I didn't want to touch the money. The money was a lot. I didn't want to touch it at all. I just wanted to return it back home. So I just removed from the money and then I paid and I ran. Everyone was waiting for me. I was the only one left. So I boarded the plane and then I sat down. I trust our Nigerian people now in the place. See them standing up to take pictures. I could not. One guy beside me was like, you don't want to take pictures, you don't want to do anything. I said in my mind, if only you knew, if only you know what's going on or what happened. So I could not do all that. So I finished the hair. Oh, you guys, sorry. I hope you were watching while you were listening to the gist. So this is the finished look. I know that you can see some hairs flying. As I said earlier, I am not a professional. I'm only trying. So this is how the hair came out. Thank you all for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. If you have any questions for me, please do that in the comment section. I will definitely reply you. And if you also want me to continue the gist, please let me know so that I can do a part 3 of the gist. I love you all. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Bye.